and the primary shadow was like over in this area. It was, well, anyway, I took that to mean something. Um, I usually don't see multiple shadows. I usually just see just one shadow. Um, but that night I saw multiple shadows, and then a fox comes running through the backyard, which I've never seen. I've seen all kinds of, night creatures. Uh, I've seen a raccoon once. I've seen what I think was a gopher. That was an experience because it looked like a little puppy. And he moved like a puppy. He didn't move like a woodland creature. You know how you see possums sometimes and they kind of waddle and sniff around and whatnot. This one was just like a little puppy. He was frolicking about, running and stuff, just like a Zula. And I thought that was rather interesting. But I think it was I don't know, I'm rambling. Why did I get off on that? Back to my shadows. But anyway, I took that fox to be something significant. And of course, I did look it up, and it was relevant to something that I was actually seeking within. Um, but this shadow, um, is reflecting back to me over and over again. Probably because I haven't done anything to adjust it. I'm still handling the situation the same way I did before. Well, as a child, the situation kept coming back up in my face over and over again, but I was afraid. I was cringing, I was hiding, just being a shell of a person. And as an adult, when I see it come back up over and over again, yeah, I'm much more stronger, a lot more, a lot more mouth. So, yeah, I go toe to toe with that son of a bitch. And I'm just as hard as it comes at me. When it comes at me with, why you got the window open? Because it's hot up in this bitch, you know. Because I want some fresh air. Because I want to clear it out, you know. If I'm being falsely accused of something, I didn't take your shit. You need to, well, actually, I don't usually touch around that area too much because that's the situation with my grandmother, because she's like an 85-year-old woman who everybody thinks has Alzheimer's or dementia or something, but she's not having Alzheimer's or dementia. I recognize her situation as something totally different. She is having blackouts. So, but still, that's part of that shadow from my childhood, because it's still part of that psychic disease. It just manifested in her reality as something a little bit different. And everybody that I see the same psychic illness in, it manifests in their reality just a little bit different, but it's still attached to that primary, which I think may be the root. It may not be the root. I haven't finished doing the introspection on that yet, but it still went back to my father. He was the first person that I encountered having this psychic illness, and it eventually killed him. Shit, because he wasn't able to find his way. He wasn't able to find his way. And even though I can't tell you how I was able to find my way, I just started asking the right questions and shit just started popping up in front of me. I could be on the internet, and I think that's how it really first started for me. I was on the internet, I was pissed off with the world, just asking questions like, why do we have to live like this? This can't be it. We just come down here, work a slave job, whether it's good or not, retire and then fucking die. That was not enough for me. I was like, look, there's got to be more to this. What are we doing here? But, questions like that is kind of, I think, what led me to this path to find, start playing around with dominance and submission, because I've always had a fetish thing going on as a child. And Mm, I think in the beginning when it started, it was non-beneficial, but now it seems to be more beneficial because I can see how it connects the dots as far as the direction that I'm heading in now. Um, that whole dominance and submission play or erotic art connects to my spiritual progression. Because whereby I was the orgasm lady prior to, that has since then exalted into the spiritual expressionist. So, as I progress more, I guess that will exalt into something even greater. Who knows? Um, but I know it kind of was interesting to go back and listen to those tracks and see how closely they connect to the new CD, Mentally Evolved Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's just like connecting dots. It's totally awesome. But anyway, I think I feel a lot better out here in the backyard this morning, trying to, well, I'm not trying, I'm doing the damn thing. Working out shadows. This is how you do it. Or should I say, this is how I do it. Working on my shadows. It's my job. It'd be nice to get paid. As I tell you. Actually, it does pay. It does pay. A different kind of pay. An awareness type pay. Which is far more beneficial. Because that awareness will bring forth an additional form of compensation. Any type of compensation that I choose, I suppose. Yeah, because I am. And I am other. I am. I think the next time I come out here, I'm going to focus on being more in that present moment awareness. Because I know how to do it. I can do it anytime I want. Because I practice it all the time. But it seems like whenever I start like doing video or something, I tend to be focused on that. And I'm not sure if I'm still in that present moment awareness when I do videos and stuff. Because it feels different. Because I know when I go into that space, I can feel, it's like a shockwave. I can feel the difference going through my body when I switch from the egoic mindset to that present moment nowness, awareness. It's a totally different feeling. It's just like, oh God. It actually feels like that. Because a lot of times when I've had a daunting day and I, get ready to go meditate, it's just like I can't wait to get into lotus position. It's just like, oh God, finally. Because I know the sensation feels really good to come out of that egoic mindset into a present moment awareness. It feels so fucking good. Yeah, it does. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video right now. I think I've said all that I wanted to say, because I didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to be able to share my shadow experience. I've done that out here in this beautiful backyard. I think somebody's doing yard work. I think you can hear that. But hopefully the audio is going to be fine. I may have to do subtitles again. I don't know. I would like to not do subtitles because that eats up a lot of resource, doing subtitles and whatnot. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to continue to enjoy the rest of my morning, increase my vibration, and do some yoga or something to try to make some improvement from this vibrational space I'm in. That didn't knock me out. But anyway, I'll wrap this up. Just as a sharing of energy, I'll say ciao.